Want to tell Pony Boney?
Alright.
What's good, YouTubers? Y'all, we back. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Once again, today, we're going to talk about
How y'all doing today?
how the Lord.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. Obviously, this is very different. Typically, we would have Mary sitting next to me, but today, I got two guests with me. I got my brother Ryan here, and I
Yo.
got my brother Matt.
Yeah.
Now, y'all remember last time I did a dreadlock video, I told you guys that it was gonna come soon, and I'm sorry, the wait was so long.
Sorry for the
But now I was here, and I thought that it'd be very special that I would get these two guys here with me to explain that every dreadlock journey is completely different. Everybody go through different ways of retwist and all this other junk. So I brought them to let you guys know that they got different hairstyles, first and foremost. He got the best hairstyle of all of us, his hair texture. He got the...
Hey man, look, you better chill. You better chill. I won't be disrespected on the internet.
But we both have similar hair texture.
Exactly the same.
But his is a lot thicker
Exactly
than
the
mine.
same.
Okay.
Exactly the same.
So, let me start by saying, I'm glad you guys are here. So, thank you for
Man,
joining me. As I told you guys before, I hate to throw it out there, my brother, NFL player.
Yeah.
He makes all the beats for our YouTube, and we still use them to the day. So, shout out to my bros, man. Shout out to my bros.
To this day.
So, we're going to start. It don't matter who want to go first. Ryan, start by telling us how you started your process.
Okay.
Because I know you started maybe 2015 or so.
It was around 2015. And we used the back combing method, with a comb, just the regular method of twisting. My hair was really, really, really short when I started, so I recommend for anybody who's trying to start theirs, grow your hair out as much as you can before you start it, because the ugly stage is really hard if you started really short. Like I'm talking
Especially
like
if you pretty.
I ain't pretty. I was never pretty, but like you start this big, then you're gonna have some problems. So that's kind of how I started out. I mean, I wasn't really too much into like what to put in my hair at the time and what to do with it. I just kind of wanted to get locks. Like that was just the whole goal. So, at first I was, just using whatever product that the lady was using at the time. I didn't really think about it that much. And shoot, what's this, about like 4 years now, 5 years?
I think it's 5 for you.
5 for me. It's about year 5 for me. So, and in fact, my first set, I actually washed out and started again because my hair was so short. So I actually kind of started over, but it's a long process. It's tough. So like I said, my biggest point of advice, if you started, make sure you grow your hair out as much as you can, because you really don't want to try that ugly stage. It's tough.
And I can say that I do remember his ugly stage.
Yeah.
But it was all good. It worked out. So now, we heard how he started. Now we got my brother Matt here.
Yeah.
He went through a whole lot with his dreads, and it's interesting to hear his story.
I think I started my hair in 2012. My wife was my girlfriend at the time. She started up my hair. And she's actually pretty dope. Shout out to her because she did all our hair.
Yeah.
Shout out. And so she started me out. I had real short hair. Like my brother said, I recommend you having longer hair if you want to start off with the longer hair, you know what I'm saying? Because it's easier. Me, personally, I didn't care. I didn't care about the ugly stage. I never really wanted dreads either, so I just always wanted long hair. But yeah, so I mean, why not start these dreads off? And then I messed them up.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
I grew them. I had them for about 2 years. Now it is about 2 years. I mean, my hair was actually at his.
It was maybe it's supposed to be shorter, but it was just about where my hair was.
And what I did was I combed all of my dreads out. I combed every single one, these little things, combed them from the tip all the way to the root, and my hair was draping. My hair was long and it was pretty, but my hairstylist, my wife, girlfriend at the time, left me, and it got real ugly. I tried to do my own hair, and
behind you, buddy.
I tried to do my own hair, and I took a
No, I can't tell him. Come on, get it out.
I tried to flat iron my hair and I burnt my shit because I didn't know what to do. Like I said, my hairstylist had left me for a couple months and went back home. I didn't have nobody to do my hair, so I tried to flat iron it, take care of myself after I took the dreads out. Burnt all the hair off in the back. It was short, like I had a Johnny Bravo hairdo.
Nothing.
The top
sizzle.
The top
disintegrated.
The top was
evaporated. Gone.
The top was a smooth Johnny Bravo. I had all the hair up here, but in the back,
goodbye.
Gone.
Gone.
Me, I came back home. Me and my homeboy, by the way, we started our dress at the same time. And I came back home and he seen my hair and he was like, bro, What did you do? And I was just like, all right, look, I'm about to start him all over, man. I know I had good length and everything. And he was pissed, I was pissed. It hurt it.
Bro.
For anybody, please don't. If once you start, don't start over. It's not worth it. But at the same time, though, it took me about 5 years to come back to my length. Now I'm pretty long length. My hair has gotten a whole heck of a lot longer. I don't put anything in it. This is when I get my hair twisted. I like to use with coconut oil, and I just try to stick to natural stuff. I don't like using all that crazy beeswax stuff or anything.
No beeswax.
And you know what, guys? I told you guys in the last video I made that I was using this black wax. I forget the name of the company, Jamaican, whatever it was, but I completely stopped using that product.
Be careful with Jamaican.
After, you know what, somebody had mentioned in our comments they was using coconut oil and some other stuff, so we tried that. And actually my brothers told me that coconut oil was way better to use to retwist your hair, so stick to the natural stuff.
Just be careful with coconut oil too, because it's very high in protein, and your hair already produces enough protein, so just be careful with that. It's still good to use though, but just be careful with how much you use.
Yeah, but for everybody that got questions about like how often do you wash your hair and stuff like that, like now that my dreads are this long, I wash them whenever the heck I want to. I mean, it's important to really wash your hair anyways. I mean, I don't like my hair to be stinking and nothing like that. But in the beginning stages, like for my hair texture, literally if water touched my hair after I got my hair twisted, it'll just unravel. My hair, it took it a while to lock up because I have like a softer texture of hair. So like,
and that difference from everybody, like mine didn't really take that long because I have like, you know, really tight curls. So it took like kind of no time for my hair to lock up. His hair is just
fine hair that curls up naturally.
I got the better hair out of the bunch.
Yes,
my older brother ain't got no hair no more, so thank God I'm very grateful.
But but like when you starting off a show, always that's a myth. Like when they say you don't really got to wash like that, the dirtier it is, the faster it'll lock up. That's a myth. Don't do that. That's just nasty because you can't. When you try to wash it, it'll never come out. Your hair will just be dead and dirty. Always, even if it does come out, just keep washing and keep twisting because it will lock up. You don't want your hair to be clean. You don't want it to be dirty.
For sure. And when you get your retwists, it's very important to keep your hair wrapped up. I'm gonna say that too. Keep it fresh as long as you can. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're an athlete, very difficult. Ryan can tell you that. You get a retwist, it don't stay in that long at all.
No, it don't. I mean, that's probably the most aggravating part, especially for me, because I started it, and every day I'm wearing a helmet and I'm sweating, and it's like, man, I can't keep my twist fresh. I mean, the only thing I can tell you is, you know, put on the skull cap or whatever. I mean, that's the best you can do. You know what I mean? But other than that, just keep staying on the retwist. If you keep staying on the retwist, and you know, in the beginning stages too, you want to kind of get a retwisted often because you want it to lock. So just keep on going with that, and it'll lock up. You gotta just stick with the process. Because I mean, it's like he said, it's difficult trying to really start your locks in the sport football and all that other stuff. So you just gotta stay on it, man, for real.
I think number one, the biggest key is patience. You gotta have patience.
Oh man, you gotta be patient.
Number two is don't play with your hair.
That's gonna help it come I still got that problem.
I mean, well, when it gets to a certain length, they still say don't play and pull up until it come out. But like in the beginning stages, you play with your hair.
You play with it so much.
It's never gonna lie.
You be so picky with your hair, man. Like you be looking at it every single day. You be like, man,
it's gonna grow. It's gonna grow, and when you see it grow, I used to shake my little dreads when they not this long. I don't even really shake them. They just too long. They too thick for my liking. So
and I know there's probably gonna be some questions about like, because you know, again, for athletes and people who really work outside a lot, you know, a lot of people are like, well, I can't keep my scalp moisturized, or I have a lot of problems with like dry scalp, because I was one of those people. So you just really got to find the oil. Like I use coconut oil, other people use other things, but just making sure that you damp it up before you start the day, or you know, get in the mirror and just, you know, run some water. Like I'll run some water on my hands and run through my hair, and then take some oil and run through it, because I know I'm gonna be outside a lot because I play football. You know, we out practice. So, and the key to that is to not over moisturize it, because your hair and your scalp already produces oils and stuff like that. So you can't do it all the time, but just, you know, when you start noticing, like, I'm a little, just, you know, take some water, run it through. You know what I mean? Or like, you know, wash it and condition it and oil it again. Just make sure you just keep it moisturized so you can keep your roots and your scalp healthy.
And another great oil to use is argan oil. I don't know if people know about argan oil, but like I said before, the coconut oil and other stuff, but the argan oil is really good for your scalp, especially when it's dry. When it starts to itch, you really know your scalp is dry. And after a while, when your scalp be really dry and it itches, you notice you have these little patches in your head where it be dry patches and those little, so I'm just now starting to hit that phase in my life, and I'm knowing that I got to keep my hair moisturized.
So back to that point of patience, man, like when you start, and you can't be, I know you can't help it, but you can be in the mirror every day looking like after every retwist, like where I'm at. You just
every day.
You gotta let it ride. It's about around like that. Let me see. You'll notice you'll start hitting spurts along the growth process. Everybody hits it kind of at a different time. You can't just be looking in the mirror and be like, oh, it's not growing, it's not growing. You just gotta just let it be, let it be, and let it grow. Because next thing you know, you're gonna look up and you're just gonna like, oh man.
A lot of people do got different, timing with their hair growth and stuff like that. Your hair may not grow as fast. Like mine, like our cousin, we almost started our dreads at the same time, especially because of me. When I messed it up and I restarted, like I had shorter hair, so I started over and like. Far as catching up wise, like we're literally this far apart, you know what I'm saying? But that's because how fast my hair grows. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I mean everybody got different times, but
that's what I told y'all in the last video. Don't pay attention to it, because the more you pay attention, you're gonna be bugging. I'm telling you. Okay. So I know in the last video you guys left a lot of questions and comments, and I went through them and I read them, and I saw a bunch of interesting questions. So we all gonna answer these questions for you guys, and yeah. So let's get this cracking. So the first question says here, was there any moment when you felt like starting over? And if so, what helped you get over that feeling?
Ooh.
You know, it's funny. I think all of us, I think at one point.
Like you wanted to purposely start over?
I think at one point, you hit that ugly stage so bad sometimes, you be like, you know what? Them waves ain't looking too bad.
I sometimes went through that, kind of a question because of like, I see like now that I have them, I look up like different styles of locks all the time, free forming, back home and interlocking, just wigs like down in Florida. And it's just like, something I look and I'm like, man, I wish I would have started my hair like that. I wish I would have started my part sticker or so sometimes I kind of get those thoughts like, man, I wish I would have, but after a while your locks just become part of you. You know what I mean? Like this is part of me and I love them. You know what I'm saying? I can do different things with them. Like right now I got them in like a 7 strands, like they're really thick right now, thick and short, like if I wanted to do that.
That was the only reason why I wanted to restart it. When I was like, man, I'm on my hair. It's a little bit thicker than this. But like he said, you can interlock them. You can lock them up. That's what I have done. I have a lot of dreads that I've started. I have like 4 stranded dreads, and I want them to be, about this thick, because it's just me. And the longer they get, I don't really want them thin, but the longer they get, I'm just gonna make them bigger, and then I'm gonna finally cut my hair, because I won't care for them at that point. They're just too big or whatever. But restarting, I definitely thought about that.
I thought about it
when I wanted to make them thicker, but you can definitely like
you can do it along the way.
If they too thick, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I like my lock. I like thicker locks. Like that's like, I love those kind of locks to me. Like you got some people, they like the sister locking method, which are like the really thin ones. It's up to your style and preference. So and like you said, like you can, if you wanted to make them thicker, there's ways to do it while you still have them like in your hair. You don't got to start all over. Like there's plenty of ways people have came up with to combine them and do all types of things. So
yeah, for me starting over, I think the only thing I regretted when I did start was I saw people get the braids. Like I saw
like braid them back.
The little yachties getting the braids. Because people back in the 90s used to braid their hair a lot too.
Yeah, you talking about the Travis Scott boys?
Yeah. People back in the 90s used to braid their hair.
That style's starting to catch back on. It's starting to get back hot.
Back in the day.
I'm starting to see that instead of like locks they braid. Yeah, I see that a lot now.
That's the only time I feel like I wanted to restart, but I'm good, man. My dreads always been straight, so I can't say I won't feel like I'm restarting.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see here. Next question says, when you have the 2-strand twist, were those starter dreads? Now this is a question directly towards me here. So when I started off, no, I didn't have the 2-strand twist, but I think you were saying that you can start off.
Yeah,
you can. Some people do.
Some people do that.
I would, if you have longer hair, you can do that. Now, if you have small hair, I don't think you really. I don't think it's the best thing you should do.
Yeah, some people. I've known some people who started with 2-strand twists. Like some people can do that, but like you said, thicker, longer hair. It just kind of depends on what favors your hair. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So some people have started with a 2-strand twist that I saw before.
So I think most people are trying to say that 2-strand twist will make your hair thinner. So the next person says, were you washing your hair when you was getting it retwisted before a lock?
I was. I did.
I was gonna say I did only when I was getting my hair retwisted. That was
yeah.
Because I knew that if I watched them, they were gonna come.
Right. So like I said earlier, when you first start, that's like the only time when you get your hair retwisted, how frequent it will be. Like for some people, they go back every 2 weeks. Some people like will take longer depending on the hair. So like when you start, you gonna be getting it twisted up a lot more often than when it's right here. Like now I can wait forever if I wanted to.
Well, this could be a continuous video. You guys let me know if you have any more questions. Post it in our Instagram, Adam and Marianne, and my Instagram. Let me know personally on my Instagram, because I really want to know. And if you guys have any questions for these two, we can always make another video.
For sure.
It ain't nothing to make no video.
Shout out to my locticians. Simone locked in. Shout out to Miss D in Tampa. Shout out to Miss Twist, Miss Candace in Seattle. Shout out to Mandy.
Yeah, about to say,
shout out to Mandy.
Yeah. Okay, because she does all our hair. She's been doing our hair for a while, and she cold with it. You know what I'm saying? So if If you guys have any questions, let us know. We'll be more than willing to answer any of them if we forgot any. I'm pretty sure they gave you guys more than enough information. That being said, peace out from Ryan Neal.
Dope. Follow me at God Made Rhino on Instagram, y'all. Peace.
I'll drop that in the bio. And shout out to my brother Matt.
Big man, yo, y'all follow me. He gonna put that link in
I
my
will,
bio.
I
I got a
will.
long name.
And like I said, he make all my beats for me and Mary's.
Check
Me and
my
Mary's
SoundCloud too. Got the SoundCloud. I'm
the
always
SoundCloud
making
now.
beats. I still gotta drop them. So hey.
So I appreciate you guys watching this video. Like it, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff. And peace out. We'll see y'all later.
Dope.
We out there, bro. I'm going home, man. I gotta
Mac,
go to work. Go!
Get on roll.
I should have been sitting in a smaller truck, you motherfucker.